And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, flow.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Wentz now to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Throwing now is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, 7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Get off the field.
Hey, Haywood.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
To throw again on second down. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A first down throw for Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wait. 57. Mike, 57.
To throw, Winston. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Let's fly two.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Wentz going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Now Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Wentz again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Watch the safety crease.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ready? Flag. We're going up. Watch the run. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
First down, Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Derek Barnett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Green, triple T.
57, come on.
Winston. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From midfield, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz to throw again. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little 360.
Oh,
and he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Easy. Check. Green, triple team. Short. 53.
Jameis now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Wait. Check 53. All day, dog.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Flip it. Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine.
Jameis to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Easy. Check. Follow. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Now Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check 53. Mike, 53, Mike.
Again, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Number 53, Mike.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, empty. Sunday. Hey, box drop.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 45's the mic.
Throwing his Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
45 the mic.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And Jeffrey's got it. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
And an Eagles first down.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
45's the mic. Let's go. 45, Mike, 45. I got you, boy.
It's Wentz. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, 2.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Easy. Wait.
Winston now. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Mike, 53.
Throwing, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this is caught by Evans. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
Pull it together. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 28 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2.
Check. Fresno. Kill. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Tokyo. There we go. It's done.
Now Wentz again. And that is caught for the 2 points. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Watch tight end. You got 3 down. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. It's caught by Jackson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz to throw again. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. In your face. 4-7's a Mike. 4-7.
5-0.
Go.
After the sack on 1st down, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception, Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Winston.
This offensive line flat out.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 280! I'm here all day.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. But it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
45 the mark. There it goes.
Man, 5-7.
Now Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Aguilar has it. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Levante David. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready. You ready.
57 to Mike.
Stay with your man.
Easy. Hey.
Roll.
Green, triple team.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Derek Barnett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To try again after the sack. Winston. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs.
And which will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.